Hi, Jenny here. Today I thought I'd just film a little update on what's been going on the last week or so. It is Monday, July 31st. I was supposed to have radiation today. As you can see, it's crossed out. So the nurse called on Friday and said that the insurance company has not okayed the radiation treatment yet. So because of that, they're bumping me a week to start. Seeing as they like to do this the Monday through Friday type thing, they just kind of skip a whole week. So I have my calendar so nicely filled out. I will either have to print a new one or use some whiteout on here or something and correct all this. So in actuality, I'm going to have this whole week off again. So the good and the bad, you know, looking forward to doing the next step. I suppose I can't really looking forward to radiation because again it's still new and a little scary. But the universe works in mysterious ways, and I can only think and believe, you know, my thought process is that it's in the universe's hands, and I just need to trust the process and see, you know, what happens. We've been very blessed and fortunate that the insurance company has been approving everything all along the way. Everything's been going well. Haven't had to, you know, call them and ask them about stuff or, you know, fight with them or anything. That everything's been going well. So I know my husband was a little surprised that this procedure hadn't gotten okayed because it's not experimental. We're following the process. Again, step 1, step 2, step 3. This is step 2, it's radiation. It is part of the protocol. It's what they normally do. So to have them not approve it just yet or whatever, don't know. So again, I figure, well, my body needs an extra week to do some healing before the radiation starts going to it. Or what? Then again, in this past weekend, on Saturday, my brother-in-law passed away. So I've mentioned him before. He's been fighting different types of cancers for the past 13 years. So he's actually was like in hospice care even here towards the end for a while. Still being able to get up and move around with the house. He wasn't really getting outside and visiting or going outside. He used to go down to the lakefront and stuff. But he was able to go visit his grandma in July. It was her 100th birthday. And she lives in Illinois. So they were able to make that trek down there and be able to visit with the relatives for an hour or so, and then that was, you know, his limit. He had to come home, but that was very awesome. He was able to do that. So because of that happening, my husband basically has been helping out his sister. He went down on Saturday and helped her out with some things, and then today he went to the funeral home with her and figured out some more things of what needed to be done. So in that respect also, the universe knew that this was going to be happening and that he's more needed for his sister right now than he is for me. Because obviously he was going to go to treatment with me today, being, you know, the first day of treatment, first day of taking those chemo pills, and seeing how like they were going to affect my body, seeing how the radiation was going to go, what kind of process that was, how long it would take, that type of thing. I wanted him to be here for the first time, and he wanted to be there for me. And so this all worked out, that today he didn't need to be there for me. He was able to be with his sister. So that is very nice. I'm sad because, you know, every Sunday he used to kind of text me and kind of do, hey buddy check, how you feeling, how you doing? Remember, you can always call me if you have any questions, because again, he had been through so much. So that was very sweet of him. But so now I have another angel on the other side helping look after me. The tingles run through my body. So knowing that, yep, when he's capable over on that side to kind of, you know, do some helping out too, that he'll do what he can. His body may need to heal a little bit over there before he can get into other stuff. We'll see. So in any case, that's that one. Another thing that was interesting that happened, and I'm gonna put it out there because it may happen to you, it may not, but I'll just let you know. These chemo pills that I'm supposed to be taking, so it's the capecitabine. It comes from a pharmacy company, so you don't go to like, you know, your Walgreens or Walmart or whatever to pick up these pills. They have to be sent to the house. And I thought they'd be like in a zip pack type thing because I've seen others have them that way. Well, for me, they came in bottles. So I haven't even really opened them up yet just because it's kind of like even like a Tylenol bottle you get at the store. When you open it, it has the covering on top, and I don't know if it's got cotton inside or not or what, but so I have 180 pills of 150 milligrams, which is nice because that's going to be kind of like an Advil sized pill, and I can swallow those pretty easily, although 6 of them. And then one 500 milligram pill. So there's two, I guess one is the name brand capecitabine, and then the smaller ones are kind of a generic, which is okay by me. Rather take a lot of small ones. So I also have to take 6 of the small ones and one of the big one for 1400 milligrams total, twice a day. So I take them in the morning at some point, and then at night they want you to take them the same time every day, preferably 12 hours apart. We're going to see how that goes. Because if I have treatments at like 8 in the morning, it'll just be a lot to try to get up, maybe get some food in my, because you also have to take these with food. So I usually eat a small breakfast, but I also don't want to have too much breakfast in my system, seeing as I also have to then drink, you know, 20 ounces of fluid and also have that in there. So I don't want to make myself sick or anything like that. Again, don't know how this is going to go. Haven't done it yet. But I'm hoping just to take like a piece of toast or a couple small muffins or just something small to be able to get the pills down. And then be able to drink my fluid and then get the test done and then go from there. Again, also, like I said, I also got anti-nausea pills, so in case if this makes me nauseous, you know, I'll have the anti-nausea pills to be able to take. And again, if that's my thing, if that's how it's going to go, then I'll just take the anti-nausea pill also every day with my dosage and see how that goes. But, so dealing with a different pharmacy, the one gal from the pharmacy had called me and said that, okay, the insurance company only approved 21 days worth of treatment. I was supposed to have 28. So they called the nurse, and the nurse said, yes, that's okay. Okay, so I would be getting, my understanding was I was going to be getting 21 days worth of pills. That's 21 days worth of treatment. So I was getting 180 of the 150 milligram pills, and I'm getting 30 of the 500 milligram pills. Okay, well, my math says that if you have 30 pills and you take them twice a day, that gives you 15 days worth. And same with the others. 180 pills, I'm taking 6 in the morning, 6 at night. That's 12 pills, 12 into 180 is 15. So I have 15 doses worth of pills. So I told my oncologist that, and got a call back from the nurse. No, in fact, I didn't. I actually hung up with that gal and whatever, said, yeah, okay, cool, whatever, hung up, and then I was doing the math and thinking, wait, that's not right. So I called the company back, and I talked to a gentleman, and I mentioned to him, okay, I was told I was getting 21 days worth of pills, but I'm only getting this many pills, and to me that's 15 doses. And the guy's like, yeah, so that's 21 days worth. And I'm like, but it's only 15. And he's like, well, yeah, that amount of pills is right, and it's 21 days. And I'm like, yes, okay, whatever. You know what? I'm just going to wait for the pills to get here. I'm like, fine, okay, bye. So I got the pills on Thursday, and I looked at the instructions, and that's what the instructions say. You're taking 6 pills plus one other pill for 1400 milligrams total twice a day. So again, looking at the amount, I did get that amount of pills. That's 15 days worth. So then I wrote my doctor and said, hey, this is what happened. Nurse called me back and said, well, why don't you call this place back? So like after you take like 10 days or so worth of pills or whatever, call them and then have them send you the rest of them. And I was like, well, okay, fine. And I hung out. I thought, I don't want to wait that long, because then they're going to say too, well, you got the pills, you misplaced some, you yada, whatever. I thought, you know what? I got the pills now. I've seen the instructions on the actual pills, because I thought maybe that had changed somewhere between the line. I asked the doctor too, and I said, okay, so this is the amount of pill. I'm like, do you want me to take a lesser dosage so that they last longer? Do you want to call the insurance company? And do you want me to call the insurance company? So that's when the nurse said, yeah, you call. Yeah. I'm like, all right, fine. So I thought, I'm calling them back right away to say, okay, hey, I got these pills. This is what it says. So I did. I called, talked to the gal that answered, and she was all like, okay, let me look. Excuse me. I said, okay, you know what? Let me talk to the pharmacist. She may have some questions for you. So she talked to the pharmacist, and then the pharmacist came on the line, and she was saying, how many pills did I get? And I told her, and she said, something to the effect of like, well, so how many days of treatment are you getting? And I said, well, 28. So, but I understand the insurance company approved 21 days worth. And, the nurse okayed that. And she said, well, you're not getting those all in a row, right? You're only going to get like 2 weeks, and then you get a week off. And I'm like, no, I get 28 days in a row. Are you sure? Are you sure? No, you should have like some time off. And I'm like, nope. I have all my dates for my radiation. I start July 31st. I end September 7th. 28 days in a row, except, we get weekends off. And she's like, oh, well, let me figure this out. And then, okay, yeah, so you have, this many of this, the 150 milligram pills, and you have this many of the 500 milligram pills, so that's 21 days worth. And I said, well, no, that's 15 days worth of pills. Oh, no, it's 21 days. And I said, but if you take 30 pills and divide it by 2, that's 15. That's math. Well, yeah, but you only need to take so many pills per week. And I'm like, right, but that's still only 3 weeks worth. I'm supposed to have, well, how many weeks are you getting radiation? I'm like, 5.5. Okay, well, yeah, so this is 21 days worth. And I was like, no, it's 50. Oh, no, stop talking. Just listen to me. How many pills do you need for 1 week's worth? If you're taking 2 a day of the one pill, and that, just the one pill, the 500 milligrams, you're taking like 2 pills a day. How many do you need for 1 week? I'm like, 10. Well, how many do you need for 2 weeks? 20. How many do you need for 3 weeks? 30. See, 30 pills. I'm like, but that's 15 days worth of treatment. I was supposed to get 21 days. No, you're not listening. You're not listening. You only need 30 pills, and that covers 21 days. So I'm like, oh, you're talking calendar days. So you're saying over the course of 21 days, I'm only getting 15 pills worth of treatment, or 15 days worth of treatment. And she's like, well, yeah, we have to do it that way. That's what the insurance company says. We have to follow the rules. We have to go what the insurance company says. And your doctor should know that. And I said, my doctor's been doing this for 37 years. He's the one that told me that I should call you guys and get this corrected. And she was like, well, no, it's all right. It's correct. So, okay, fine. I hung up. So that's interesting. So again, I guess FYI, putting it out there, by chance you ever go through something like that, you need a certain amount of, that's their math. That's the way to, I don't know. Miscommunication. We're both speaking English, even though English is probably her second language, but even still. Obviously she was coming from one place and thinking, well, yeah, 21 days and you get what, and I'm coming from, I was told I was getting 21 days worth of pills. So that's different. Actually, I think at that point is when I wrote the doctor and said, again, I wrote him the one time to say whatever. They said call the pharmacy back, and then I called back and I said, okay, FYI, they're saying that according to insurance it's 21 calendar days, so that is only 15 days worth of pills. So that's when I asked, do you want me to take less or whatever and all that. Nurse called, wrote me back and said, nope, still take the 1,400 milligrams the twice a day. And then after you finish the 10 days, call them and get more pills. So we'll see how it goes. Again, like I said, everything had been going, well so far. Again, this is still protocol. These pills are also known. They've been being used for over 15 years. I don't know how often they've been using this pharmacy, if there is something different, if this really wasn't correct. I'm just going to go with what is it. At least the bottles do say I get like one refill on them. And I think this pharmacist did mention something, they can only fill 1 month's worth of pills at a time or something. So even though I'm getting 28 days of treatment or whatever, I don't know. So they filled this amount. Hopefully when I get to that 10th day or whatever and I call, they'll be able to say, oh yeah, get one more refill, and then I'll get another 15 days worth, which would be the 30 days, which they were originally thinking that I was going to get anyways. So it's just easier to fill a 30-day prescription than 28. And I'm assuming because the pills come in a regular, again, like the Tylenol you buy off the shelf and it says there's so many pills in there, that I'm getting the whole bottle with the pill's name on it and all that stuff. So it's not like they're putting them into some like orange bottle that you get when you go to Walgreens or CVS or whatever, that they put them in their own bottles. I'm getting the actual brand name, whatever, bottles. So that was, again, a little bit of a snafu, but we'll figure it out. Whatever's meant to be will be. Again, I turn it over. I'm trusting in the universe, the God, that all is going to go well. So that's about it in our life. So this week is another week off. Didn't do really anything this weekend. Was supposed to go out to dinner with a friend. She ended up having to put her dog down, so I wasn't able to go out with her. So yeah, that didn't work out. And then on Sunday, thought we might be able to visit the in-laws, but again, then, with the brother-in-law dying on Saturday and all that too, they wouldn't have been up for it. There's stuff going on in that also. And we hadn't planned anything. We were going to, as a family, because I wasn't able to go out with my friend on Friday. Wayne was going to take me out. He's like, let's go out to eat. And my daughter was off that day, so we could go out with her. And then we could have had my other daughter when she was done with work meet up with us or whatever. But she just wanted to come visit after work on Friday. So she was like, hey, Kate, is it okay if the boyfriend and I come and visit? And I'm like, sure. Like, you want dinner? What would you like? Seeing as we're planning on going out anyway, so they chose Qdoba. So I looked at the menu and found something again to try. Like I tried a cheesy ground beef quesadilla the one time, and the beef was a little spicy for me. So this time I was gonna go like a veggie burrito, and of course they don't have that at this restaurant as a main menu item, so it was kind of a build your own. And I ended up putting black beans in there because I wasn't seeing the vegetables. And then I found the vegetables, if it's a stir-fry vegetable, so I put the vegetables in there. Which on some menu I was trying to look up. You find that these days, you're trying to look up a menu for a restaurant and it's so difficult. Like, everybody wants you to place an order. And you have to hit that place an order button before you can see their menu. And see what these items, and what is in them. What are the ingredients? What do you offer? Like, it shouldn't be that difficult. You should just be able to look at the menu, and then you're ready to place an order, then you do place an order. So for Qdoba, I thought, so I've been trying to go to just like images. I Google the restaurant and do images and menus are posted, but a lot of times they're really tiny, so I try to blow them up. And then I don't know where they're from. Some menus are from New York or from California or something. Like, well, that's not this area, so they may not have those items. So I think that was one of them with this veggie burrito. It was an item menu, an item on the menu for somewhere, but just not here. And the other one said like it had zucchini and whatever. I'm thinking I've kind of been in the mood for zucchini lately, so I'll have to get some from the store. Because this was just red pepper, green pepper, and onion, which was fine. And then black beans, like I said, I had on there. That was one heavy burrito. I don't know if you've ever eaten the Qdoba burritos, but holy smokers. It was super heavy. It was super filled with beans. I ate half of it and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Which was fine. And then I had the other half the other night, so it was 2 meals for me. So that was a little something. We did that. Saturday, Wayne was busy all day. Sunday we went by my mom's and cleaned and visited with her for a while. So that was good. So this week, no real plans. So I thought, well, I'll get a video out. And I also made some oatmeal this morning to different kind of oatmeal, so I videotaped that. We'll get that video out also. And we'll see what else we can get through this week. But that's it for now. Just wanted to give you a little update in that wasn't starting radiation yet, and then with these little snafus that I've come up with, because like again, if you've gone through this, or if it's something that's coming up for you and you might go through this, I'm just trying to put information out there, maybe help you guys too. That's it. All of these videos, this cancer journey type videos, are why I'm putting these out here, so that we can help each other. Like I said, hopefully they're helping someone and getting through it. So, again, I appreciate you. Thanks again for keeping all the prayers coming, and I will update you when something else comes up and what happens. So, you guys, keep it positive. Go make it a great day. Bye-bye.